Hey you guys, this is my full moon reading. I have some music playing in the background. I don't even remember everything. It's like harps, it's water gongs, it's underwater, it's all combined. Okay, so when I pulled the cards, I asked Spirit, I did not ask what's going on in the energy. I asked what you need to focus on with this full moon. Well, first let's go to the center point. Union. In order to bring in union and come into perfect harmony. That's harmony within before it is harmony with your twin, okay? And then we have the Oracle of the Seven Energies giving us some insight there. We have my brand new oracles that I wanted to pull from, the Rose Oracle and the Healing Waters Oracle, and what is it called? Magic of the Unicorns. Magic of the Unicorns. I just pulled one from that one. My High Priestess deck. And my Fairy Oracle, the Fairy Forest, and the Hero's Journey for your life path. This is what I was guided to pull for what it is you need to focus on to bring in union. Now, first I want to say, starting here, I'm going to record a twin flame talk on this because a specific word came to me that just brought forth like a whole, who knows how long it's going to turn out to be, video. But basically, we need to recognize that union does not just mean being together, okay? Union is arriving at that place where you have a healthy, harmonious, interdependent relationship, okay? What does that mean? That means that you have your own healthy, established sense of self, but you also recognize the strength of emotional vulnerability and intimacy and allow yourself to have that with a partner, okay? And in healthy ways. So you have a healthy relationship with yourself and you have a healthy relationship with your partner as well. There are many twin flames because, there's no one right way to go through a twin flame journey. And some people will be in separation the whole time, and some people will be together during parts of the time. So there are twin flames or twin rays, whatever type of twin you are, who will be together during parts of their twin flame journey. But that is not union yet, okay? Union is when you get through the process of the journey, have that full sense of self. You've healed your major inner wounds and are able to hold space and recognition for the other person as they do the same and have done the same. You honor their path and their journey as well. It's not just about you and your needs. It's also about them and their needs too. And you reach a certain level of spiritual awareness, awakening, and your healing where you are able to achieve this union. And honestly, there's more to it that I don't even know how to put into words. That this is spiritual components that I don't feel that anyone really fully understands, except people who are in union. But there is a spiritual component to this as well. And going on top of that, which I'll go ahead and say now, this is kind of like a twin flame talks combined with a full moon reading. But I will say this, I had a revelation come to me recently from doing a reading for someone, and Spirit told me that not for twin flames, but for twin rays, they may end up together in this lifetime, but still not be in union. So twin rays may still find their way back to each other, away from their situations, karmic situations and all that stuff. They may still end up together, but they aren't necessarily going to fully achieve union in this lifetime. And that could be, the way that I am thinking of it is that union is not just what I just described as the harmonious interdependent relationship. It is also like the culmination point, fully achieving ascension as well. I'm thinking of it as those who are achieving union in this lifetime, that's it. They're done. They don't need to keep reincarnating and returning and doing anything anymore. The twin rays, this is not across the board for all twin rays, okay? The twin rays it may be in their soul agreements that they are still going to come back and continue to help with ascension. Do you remember me talking about in previous videos that twin flames are here to assist with the beginning of ascension and to create it and usher it in? Twin rays are assisting with the middle and the end of ascension. So, that being said, twin flames are coming into union now in this lifetime, and they're completing their journey and process completely. Twin rays, they are still going on their twin flame journey in this lifetime, most of them, I think, though not 100% of all of them, which I'll talk about that in a different video. But twin rays are still going through a twin flame journey. But if their soul has agreed that they're helping with the middle or the end of ascension, then no matter where they end up in this lifetime, even if they end up together, they're not in union yet and they're not fully ascending yet because they've already agreed to return to assist with the middle or the end of ascension. So that is something that is an important thing to consider. And that means that if you come together, you might still have stuff that you're working on. You might not, twin rays can still end up together, but they might not be completely healed yet. They might still have lessons to work through. They might still have stuff that they are preparing for the next lifetime. Who knows? So that is a revelation to take into consideration. Okay, I've talked about that for way longer than I thought I would. Let's get into the reading. Okay, so what do you need to focus on for coming into union? Okay, first of all, and there are so many synchronicities between these cards. I just love when Spirit does that. I mean, make sure, obviously, I'm at 7 minutes and these are 10-minute videos on TikTok. So I'm definitely going to go into another video, though I should be able to do it all in between now and the second one. But pay attention, make sure you watch the second video. The synchronicities between the cards, I swear, like Spirit, sometimes I think Spirit is showing off. So let's start out here with smoke and mirrors, okay? Everybody is healing from misguided perceptions, moving beyond the illusions of separation, seeing through the lens of past conditioning, and being accountable for your biases and how you view the world. This is all part of the spiritual awakening process, okay? Shedding the 3D conditioning from everything. Family, culture, religion, society, everything. Stripping that away, stripping away your biases, understanding how the world truly works, and shifting into that new higher perspective. I do want to say, moving beyond the illusion of separation. So that kind of goes back to that whole you're not really in separation thing. You're you're one, you're together all the time from the 5D perspective. You're always going to need to find a balance between the 3D and the 5D, between the illusion of separation and separation. I think that I am meant to help with that because it drives me crazy with the people who only talk about separation being an illusion and they only exist in that space. And while I understand that space, I also recognize that we're human having a human experience and living in separation. I also see it as the people who talk about your knowingness comes from within because you are one with source versus recognizing that we're still a soul that has branched out from source, having our own experience, and we are reconnecting with our spirit guides and the ascended masters, and et cetera, to gain all of this knowledge and wisdom and grow. So I see it from both perspectives, and I feel like that's part of what I'm supposed to be doing is helping people understand it from both perspectives and not be only in one. Okay, continuing in a second. Okay, so we're stripping away the illusions and being accountable for how we perceive everything. Now, then we switch over to Call of the Muse. Oh, by the way, this is a third eye chakra card. So again, seeing from that higher perspective and from your intuitive center. This is a throat chakra card, tuning into the inspiration of your soul, allowing creativity to flow, letting your soul speak through you through creative expression. And then accordingly, shining through, also a throat chakra card, self-expression without filters or masks, being proud of who you are, refusing to make yourself small to belong, shining in the world, and authentic communication. Now, both of these, this is like step 1, step 2 of embodying your soul self and just like living and breathing your soul truths. There's a really important sentence. Oh my God, I can't talk. There's a really important sentence that I read there. Hopefully you caught it. What was it? It's almost like a quiz, except you can't answer. It was refusing to make yourself small in order to belong. You are discovering your sense of self, discovering your true self and embodying it. This is the time that you are not going to hold yourself back any longer in order to stay in the karmic relationship that's not meant for you anymore, fit in with the family that doesn't understand you anymore, stay in the job that is not fulfilling you anymore, etc., etc. You are on this journey. If you're a twin flame or a twin ray, you are on this journey for a reason and a purpose that is about leaving behind everything that is not meant for you and everyone that is not meant for you, that's holding you back from your soul path and your soul purpose. Now, some of them may be able to stay in your life, but not all, okay? This is about speaking and living your soul truths without filters or masks anymore, and embracing that authentic communication of who you really are, okay? That is how you achieve inner union. Close Encounters is a sacral chakra card. Setting healthy boundaries with all those people I just referred to who may or may not be able to continue down your path with you. And it's also about, with your twin, recognizing vulnerability as a strength and allowing others to see your wounds as well as your strengths. And actually, this doesn't just have to be your twin. This can also be with the people who are going to stay on your path with you, who are your soul tribe, who you need to also learn how to have healthy communication with and unconditional love with too, okay? So we are conditioned to believe that, especially boys and men, that emotions are bad and showing them is a sign of weakness. No more, okay? We need to learn how to have a healthy form of expression of everything, the good and the bad, and not bottle things up. That's how we repress our emotions and traumatize ourselves. Okay, so it is time to see vulnerability as a strength and allow others to see both our wounds and our weaknesses. Okay, going along with this thread that I started here of decluttering our lives, now we have this Magic of the Unicorn New Opportunities card. It's time to declutter your life to make room for what's meant to come. This is not just physical, though any karmic relationships would apply for physical, but this is also emotional and spiritual. Letting go of unhealthy thought patterns and limiting beliefs, as well as unhealthy emotional attachments. Removing spiritual obstacles and blocks as well. This will re-energize you for new growth. When you're ready, Spirit has instructions. Ready? Make a list of every area of your life. Relationships, family, home, job, hobbies, beliefs, travel, and anything else that you can think of. Rate each one from 1 to 10 in satisfaction and joy that you get from them. Feel your unicorn with you and ask them to bless you with the qualities you need to let go of what is no longer serving your well-being and allow blessings to come forth. Then take the appropriate actions and changes and look for the new doors to arrive. Be ready to walk through them, okay? Okay, so now some important guidance. We're going to go to the Rose and the Water Oracles now, okay? Actually, no, I totally lied. I'm going to skip around. I'm going to go to the High Priestess Oracle first. Clarity. A time of clarity and productivity is coming. Sharpen your focus on your goals. You have the vision. Now make the plans and set them in motion. See from the higher perspective and anticipate anything that may arise along the way. This requires you to release any illusions you've been holding on to. This can be other people's true intentions who are around you, or it can be your own fears and limiting beliefs that are holding you back. It's time to get clear about who you are, what you want, and how you're going to get there. Whoa. Sacred purpose. Honor the holy fire in your soul. I lost my spot. Hold on. You may have had important past lives as a priest or priestess with high intentions in protecting, balancing, and healing the world. This is part of your eternal flame and sacred purpose. Your ancestors and previous versions of yourself are calling on you to step into your power again now. Wisdom. It's time to enter a new period of learning and exploration in connection with your life and soul purposes. This is a time of deepening wisdom. How this comes about is up to you, as in formal classes or self-study. This can be knowledge-based or creative-based, related to some form of art or music. Whatever route you are guided to take, it's time to dive in. The swans, which of course is also a symbol of twin flames, they represent the connection between the heart and the mind. Open your mind to greater understanding and joy that will make your heart glow in satisfaction, and in turn, your life force and soul will sing. Okay, I want to save the last High Priestess card. And now I'm going to shift over. Let's go to, I'm going to go to the Fairy Forest Oracle card. Even though I only drew one card from here in the Hero's Journey deck, I'm going in the order that feels right for the meanings of the cards. So, Isa says, and can I also point out, I love, these are the last two cards I pulled, and they're 17 and 44. Of course, 44 is your angels are with you. 17 is resonating with me right now because Spirit has been giving me the number 17 a lot lately, ever since the 717 portal. And I think it's significant related to that. Spirit also told me it's a reference to the Star card in tarot, which is all about hope, knowing that you're on the right path and having faith. And faith is a big part of the message here in this reading too. Okay, so Isa says, through being in the moment, in stillness and inner consciousness, you are beginning to understand so much about where you have been and where you will go. And by being in the moment, come to a deeper understanding of what it is you want, value, and desire. This is a time to simply be, a long moment of being completely present. I love the reference that's coming up here because I say it all the time. And when I read it, I was like, yes! Like the chrysalis, you will do nothing except become yourself. Your transformation is being worked invisibly on the inside, and when the time is right, you will share it with the world. Because, like I always say, we are being turned to goo right now in our cocoon, in our chrysalis, and Spirit is reformulating us, reformulating our thoughts and beliefs, how we see the world, how we interact in relationships, just everything. And when we're ready to emerge, we will. In situations where you have no control or power, which is basically what Spirit forces us to do on this journey, you learn the most powerful form of power, self-mastery. Pause in dignity and strength, and you will create the right conditions for change that will result in great peace, wisdom, and choices that enrich your life, others' lives, and the healing of the world. A very powerful moment for stillness. And I really love how it said it. You are doing nothing except becoming yourself. Okay. I can't help but also hear the phrase, a pregnant pause. Perfect place to stop. Last video to wrap up. Okay, now I'm switching over to the Hero's Journey Oracle card that I pulled. Eyes on the prize. Trust the guidance of your North Star. As you journey home to yourself, you understand the weaving between who you used to be and who you are becoming. You don't need to know exactly how this will unfold. You just need to keep your eyes on the prize, union, your inner union first, and then your outer union, and follow your North Star, your intuition. Be willing to participate in life from a whole new perspective. That whole new perspective that you are coming to find because you're shedding the illusions from what you were raised to believe. So, okay, keep in mind all the references from this card, okay? Now we're going to go to the Rose Oracle. We are nature. Every day we need to ground ourselves. But it is important to remember that we aren't just in nature, we are part of nature as well. Remember the interconnectedness of everything and the sacredness of everyone and everything with the earth. Take time to reconnect with nature, both outside and within yourself. See the sacred in all of life. Take your place as a custodian of the world. And the mist from the Healing Waters Oracle. The intuition rarely makes logical sense, which is why it takes faith to trust it and courage to act on it. When we can do that, we will live a blessed, deeply aligned life. When you find yourself in a mist, you can't see clearly. There's nothing you can do but enter a state of trust and let your intuition lead. The path will appear before you and lead you home to yourself, your soul path for a soul-led life. Follow the stream. Surrender to the current of the waters that you're in. Go with the flow. Trust the path you're walking and where it's leading. Keep pushing forward day after day. What starts off small leads to something much bigger. Even if you can't see the outcome and don't have any evidence to go by, it's all about trust. There will be many steps that require faith and many tests of faith as well. Keep facing your true north. Follow the stream and trust it to carry you. Commit to your passions and be dedicated to whatever you're creating for yourself. The bud. This is a promise of what's to come. The physical manifestation of the seeds we planted long ago are getting ready to blossom. In these final stages, it's important to continue to nurture and tend to those seeds in that growth. Be hopeful, excited, and encouraged of what's to come. All the potential ready to burst forth. Keep facing your true north and show up for what you're being called to create. Some of you may even be seeing the first signs of things beginning to come together. Whatever you've been dedicating yourself to, keep going and trust that what you've been working on is going to happen. Okay. So no. Yeah, okay. So before I take the last Healing Waters card, I want to go to the last High Priestess card now. Tenderness. You are calling in your true love, sacred, harmonious union relationship. The relationship with purity that stands the test of many lifetimes. To be ready for it, be honest with yourself about your perspectives on love. Don't limit your view of what you deserve and your potential. The tenderness you give to yourself is what you open yourself up to receive in return. But get ready for the tenderness. And then lastly, the result of all this hard work is the King Tide. Receiving the fullness of life, a time of plenty and abundance coming. It's time to receive all that you've created and been working on. Open yourself up to receive it and truly enjoy it. Lie on the grass, take in the view, do what you love and makes you come alive. Relish the moment and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Every one of us is going to get there, exactly when and how you are meant to, okay? Trust the process and trust the timing as best you can. And hey, I have my own struggles sometimes too, okay? It's been a good year and it's been very random or sporadic when I've had my own triggers. Usually they're correlated with something my twin is going through as well anyway, but also tests and deep purges to pull out any remaining stuff that I may have. Like, you basically, what I'm saying is, even when you are like about to come into union, you will still have that stuff come up to release whatever else needs to come out. So yeah, basically I'm saying I'm giving the advice, but sometimes I have to take it too. And you should expect that all the way through your journey. It will get easier. It will become less often as you heal. You'll be able to see things more clearly instead of through the veil of pain and struggle. But yeah, it's a spiral. Healing is a spiral, and there's always going to be like ups and downs. Be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself, and just keep, putting one foot in front of the other. So I hope this reading helped you guys. I did want to mention a couple other things before I go. I am going to be posting a video about it today. I haven't just yet. I have posted on my Instagram about the Lionsgate live transmission I'm going to be doing. It's the first time I'm going to be doing this collective healing and transmission live. Spirit has instructed me to do so. This is what I was talking about, where I focus on communicating with the ascended masters that I'm working with, as opposed to I am one with spirit, with source. And I understand that I am, but for me and for the validation that I have needed and that I feel others need as well, I prefer the perspective of I am working with and receiving instruction and validation from these ascended masters that are helping and guiding my journey and process. And any information that I receive, if I channel it without like having a pendulum conversation, then I go back to spirit and ask directly, is this correct? And I get confirmation. And I prefer it that way because I am not so full of myself to think that I know everything. I know that I don't know jack shit, quite frankly. Actually, I have learned a lot, but I've learned it from spirit and from having these spirit conversations. And to me, if it comes from these ascended masters that I have learned how to communicate with and work with, then that makes it spiritual truth and spiritual fact. But what I tell you guys, unless it came from my psychology degrees, then it's coming from spirit. It's not coming from my ego or because I think I know everything. I confirm everything with spirit. And everything that I channel, I make sure that I am understanding correctly from spirit. And same thing for readings when I'm asking for people as well. So yeah, that's why I just prefer that separation in that way. But so Spirit has instructed me to do my first live transmission for Lionsgate. So it'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday, but it will be recorded so that if you can't watch for any reason, whether it's time zone or obligations, you'll be able to watch the recording and still receive the transmission. Honestly, like I'm going to be doing a video about this anyway, but I'm excited and nervous at the same time because it seems like I'm really going to be a vessel for spirit that day. So we'll see what happens. I also wanted to mention, if anybody has looked at my Etsy shop for a reading. Yes, I do have a wait list, but understand that you guys see the depth that I put in these readings. This is a short one. I just did a twin flame all-inclusive reading for a client that ended up being 2 hours long. Like, I really put a lot of energy and depth into my readings, and that's why there's a wait list, and I think they're worth it. But don't be discouraged because of the wait list, hopefully that helps you understand why, and even also my pricing because of the energy that I put into it. I really do care a lot about my clients, and I do my best to give you all of the information that you need. So I just wanted to say that too. Okay. I hope you guys have a great full moon and preparation for Lionsgate.